Page 4, June Barcarolle. Typically, it's just called June. Tchaikovsky wrote one of these for each month of the year. They're really pretty. My favorite is June, and second favorite is December. Go listen to them. You can find recordings of them. Not this arrangement, the recordings of them, though. I think I did a recording of this one on my other channel. I don't remember. If I did, I'll try and put a link in the description. But I'd encourage you to go listen to the professionals play it and listen to several, because they interpret it differently. Now, this isn't the whole thing. There is another melody in it, but this is the main melody. It gives you an idea what it sounds like. Common time, or 4/4 time, two flats. We're either in B flat major or G minor. Well, let's look at the end. The last measure on page 5, you're here. That's G minor chord. I'm guessing it's in G minor. Make sure you can do the scales, the B flat major and the G minor scale. Don't forget to be doing these scales. You should be doing the arpeggios also, at least 2 octaves up and down. It will make a difference on how well you play these pieces if you can do the scales. At the beginning, this is gentle. So I'm holding that down, and you got to lift it up a little early because I want to connect that, and I need the thumb for that. Here. So it's like I'm lifting it up for the last 8th note or so. That's fine. So the second measure. And connect everything again except for the rests, of course. So the second measure, beginning, it's here. This is kind of sets the mood. That's really the melody. You gotta get off of here to come down. That's all right. Do the best you can. 2, 1. Hold that G down. I use 5th finger. You can use 4th if you want. Whatever's comfortable for you, but stick with whatever fingering you use. 3rd line starting here. I slide off here. That's okay. Oh, this is fun. 3rd line down, 3rd measure. The left hand, you have a D, that's fine. And then these chords. Well, it's a G, a C sharp, and an E. And then each note is going down a half step. So this goes to here, this goes to here, and this goes to here. And then you have an F sharp, a C, and an E flat. That's all. You can't connect them. Do the best you can. I do a 2, 4, 1 on that one. Now, starting with the last line on page 4, you're finger pedaling the left hand. They want you to hear, and that's okay. This is good. So do that, yeah. It doesn't matter that the pedal is doing its thing. Finger pedal these, it's important. So starting with the last line on page 4, you're here. See, right when I play this note, the right hand comes up, it has a rest. They have a 1, 2, I prefer 3, just 3. And a 3, come down to a 3rd finger again. You have a rest, yeah. That way, I don't have to cross over the thumb. And then the second line. Second line, second measure. Connect that. You can't connect that, you gotta move, but connect the right hand. Then you have a rest here, and this is by itself. And they say a 1, that's fine. You can do a 3, but you still need the thumb on the D. So whether you do a 2, 4, 1, or a 1, it's up to you, whichever. like to hear. For the most part, that's the piece. You get those funky looking chords at the bottom again. Here. Yeah. Go through and get it under your fingers and the fingering worked out. And then go back through and get the hesitations. Get rid of the hesitations. No hesitations anywhere. Work on those spots. No hesitations. There's a saying in music, you can mess up the notes. Don't, but if you have to. But don't mess up the rhythm. Don't mess up the beat. And the hesitation does exactly that. So in my opinion, a hesitation is worse than a wrong note. Although a wrong note's still pretty bad. And I play a lot of wrong notes. Never mind, we won't go there. But no hesitations. Then we can add the articulation, which this is all pretty much connected. You just lift up between the rests. It's a nice, gentle piece. For the dynamics, they go to the melody. Well, you're starting out soft. There is no melody here. The melody starts with the eighth notes. So I suggest if you're going to play this soft here, come down to very soft decrescendo there. Here, a little softer. So that that can be soft. And there needs to be a difference in sound between the B flat, half note, and the D. Don't make them sound the same. No. It should be clear to the listener that the melody started with the D. So there's got to be a difference. Takes control. You need that anyway. Crescendo. Don't go up very far. They may be moderately soft. And in most editions I've seen, there's an immediate decrescendo there. They don't put the decrescendo until the first measure of the second line, but I come down immediately. I mean, it's just the way. And this is soft. You got to get to know it well enough you can feel these dynamics, but listen to a number of recordings of this from a number of different people, and I think you'll find here, and then it comes down, and then comes down again. And then you just do that all again with crescendo. And they're saying to stay there. That's fine. You gotta come down somewhere. And so you can come down, back down to soft around toward the end of the third line. Come down. There. Because you want to crescendo up again in the last line, and I don't want to be loud. This piece never really gets loud per se, at least this arrangement. So don't go any louder, about moderately loud if that's what it's. The last line you're here. And then the count. I don't know about those swell. Because I want this, I want that half note to be a little softer. And then do it again. Of course, the left hand can help you there because it's in the background, but it can still get a little louder and softer as time goes on. So maybe it can help with some of this dynamic. You have to experiment with it. On page 5, second line, you're sort of medium soft here. Here, and now you're going to come down. Right. Then you go back up. So, I'll get to the ritardando later, just right now. Try and get softer there on the left. And that's for the most part the dynamics. You need to get to know it well enough you can feel the music, you feel these crescendos and decrescendos. Because even these swells, like at the bottom of page 4, these swells, they need to be felt. It should be part of the interpretation. They're just kind of telling you how to interpret it here. They're kind of suggesting things. Feel it, don't force them. Well, you might force them at first, but you got to get to know it well enough that you can feel these. As far as the speed goes, it's just make it flow somewhere in the middle. It's the overall flow. notes are going to slow it down a little bit. You don't want the eighth notes going fast. The tempo isn't the speed of the beat. It's the overall feel of the piece. So when you add a bunch of eighth notes and things in it, it's going to slow it down a little bit. Don't drag it. It needs to move. It needs to flow. But it's not a... Don't go 1, 2... Because you think that's a moderato beat. 1, 2... Be a moderato beat, but it's way too fast for the eighth notes, and that really needs to slow down a little bit. Now they've added pedal, and yes, this typically is it's a piano piece. This is a nice arrangement, but we like to have the overtones, and we want to connect this left hand a little bit better. So it's overlapping pedal. You can pedal it pretty much like they're saying to. We have to be careful because on a slower piece, you have more time to hear the sound, so if you smear things up, you got more time to hear it. Ugh. So you have to be careful. I mean, if it's getting smeary, you change the pedal or you leave it out. Well, if you leave it out, you lose the overtones. So what are you going to do there? You have to make decisions on these pedal things. So I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. I'm going to change the pedal after I play the notes. That's that way all the way through. Now, you don't pedal on measure 5 in the second line. Don't pedal that second measure. And that's intentional. That you really don't want to pedal that. We want to hear that rest. So, and this all needs to be clean in here. So don't pedal that part. Otherwise, it's not too bad. I will suggest to you on page 4, at the end of the third line here. On the rest, the left hand comes up. I would suggest you not pedal that. Don't pedal that beat. You can pedal at the next one, so it's here. So that this is clean, carrying on, and there's silence in the left hand. We want that too. They're showing a change pedal there. I just don't bother pedaling that beat at all.